Good afternoon, I'm Tina Tasaka with Cannabis X America. We are live with Pro Cannabis Media. We're streaming live here at Errl Cup 2025. I have these gentlemen here. I have Austin, and he is with Maricopa County Libertarian. Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Correct.
And Antoine, he is with Project Machine Management. And another one of our sponsors is the Greg Johnson Plus. And thank you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And Libertarian Party has been with us here all day, our big sponsor, and today. And they've been asking some great questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
First time for Errl Cup too, right?
Yes, first time for me, yeah.
And first time for Errl Cup with you too, right, Antoine?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My first time.
So just kind of looking out at this crowd, you know, I don't know the counts, but let's just say there's, I don't know, 3,000 people here, 3,000 to 5,000 people here.
Yeah, 3 or 4, I would say. Maybe a little more, because you've had some people come in and some people going.
Yeah. What is your overall assessment of this big cannabis festival that brings out cannabis vendors from all over Arizona and people are consuming here?
I mean, I think it's super interesting. I didn't know it was a thing that was regularly going on, and I've heard some people talking about it, and they talk about coming in years past and really enjoying it. So it's nice to see everybody come out and, for their, kind of niche little thing that they enjoy.
Yeah, what about you, Antoine? What do you think about this site here with all these people and these great booths and vendors and cannabis providers and cannabis brands? What's your overall thoughts?
I need to add some machines here.
Yeah, right.
But no, it's a great event. I like seeing everybody come out, supporting the vendors, the favorite cannabis strains they like, getting free samples, just enjoying good food.
Yeah, and there is some education going on as well. We just had Chef Turtle, and he's providing some educational seminars this afternoon. I know he's going to be talking about terpenes and some other things. He's providing educational courses, but also there are some contests going on today. There's some bong contests and some other things going on as well. So it's not just the vendors, but there are some, special events going on here today. We're just set here though, so we don't exactly know all the things that are happening here at Errl Cup, but it's been going on for a number of years. So there's just a lot of activity going on and an abundance of people. So it's a lot of fun, to take it all in. And anyway, I know that, Austin, you have a couple questions for Anton.
I've got a couple questions for him.
And Antoine has been in the cannabis industry,
Yes.
but maybe a little bit in a unique situation because you're coming from Jamaica, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised.
You've worked in the industry, though, but the industry in Jamaica is going to be vastly different than perhaps the industry in Arizona. And Antoine and I have been working on a project, and so we've been diving into a lot of the regulatory framework in Nevada, in California, what's going on in the ski resorts, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But so it's real interesting.
Yeah. So I've got an interesting regulatory question that you probably haven't heard before. It's a little bit unique, but it's about different marijuana strains and the intellectual property law around that. So do you think that, if you develop a new strain, that you should be able to own it and nobody else can develop it? Or do you think that it should be more of a open thing where you can't own the specific strains or you can't own the genetics behind a specific strain of marijuana?
I would say keep it open, I guess. To be honest, you don't know the other possibilities that might come from somebody else creating it or bringing their own twist to it. It might be having some medicinal benefits, some recreational benefits. So I think we should keep it open.
Yeah, and do you think obviously if it was kind of closed off and somebody could own it and sue somebody else for producing their strain, you think it would also limit the innovation in the space as well? Probably.
I would say yes to a point, but at the same time, some people have their own preferences. Some people might want to do something different. So I guess it just depends on the preference of the customer and who is consuming it.
Yep, gotcha. That makes sense. That's a good answer, I'd say.
That's a great question.
That is.
I honestly have to say, I don't think I've ever heard anyone ask that question about the IP regarding the strain.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I never really thought about it. You're giving me something to think about.
Intellectual property is something that I talk a lot about, and so I figured it'd be a good one to weave in because it's definitely a unique kind of thing to think about when it comes to, there is a lot of science and invention in this space, and so people getting into that, and some people might create something new and want it to be just theirs that they can sell, but is that the right option, especially when it's something that anybody can kind of experiment with and tweak?
Errl Cup is an event of education. Thank you for the education.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is, a recipe, for example, a chef, and now we're talking about food just for a moment, but I'm going to shift, and the reason why I'm going to ask you this is, a chef cannot put a patent on their recipe. Mm-hmm. However, is a medical formulation, you can put a patent on that, and somebody
Absolutely.
cannot, like, what's the big Novadisk, the one that's the weight loss drug, the big one right now?
Ozempic?
Ozempic, that's out of Denmark. The Novadisk is the company behind it, and you cannot copy that drug. So that is sort of in the vein whereby you're asking that, because somebody could take a strain and perfect a medical drug, I'm not going to call it a drug. They perfect a medical.
They can
benefit.
expand on the utility of
Yes.
the yeah.
They come up with a technology that is a health benefit that is helping glaucoma, for example. Mm-hmm. And now, can you put a patent on that?
Yep.
I'm in full agreement that somebody should not be able to copy that.
Yeah.
But they should be able. But that strain is going into that recipe for that medicine.
Yeah.
That's kind of different. It's going in there maybe with other properties.
Yeah. Well, and the other question comes is like currently with medication, there's time periods. So if you create a new medication, you might have a patent for a certain number of years, but that patent goes away in other countries before it goes away in the U.S. And then once it goes away in the U.S., you get generics. And so then the question would be, well, do you keep those same time lengths for marijuana, or maybe do you keep them shorter? Or is there, hey, you can build on this strain, but it can't, you can't sell the exact without giving me a royalty. There's obviously different nuances in IP law, and so it is definitely interesting to put it in this context.
It really is. It is very thought-provoking, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
As people go about the world and people have been to different regions, and there's one man that I talk to on a very regular basis because he spent a lot of time in Asia, and he talks about Thai stick. He talks about Thai stick weed and how strong it was. Is there something like that in Jamaica? Is there a weed that the locals have whereby it is so good that it's preserved in Jamaica, that everybody talks about it, and it hasn't come into the real market, or it hasn't come into the commercial market? Is there something like that in Jamaica that's under the radar?
I can't think of, and not much comes to my head right now, but they have. I think, if I'm correct, there is a strain called Sensimina that we hold close to us. It's more of a medicinal more than a recreational strain. So I guess that would be one I would say, but I wouldn't say I would know much on that.
Sensimina. That's a good name. That's a good name. Yeah, because a lot of the islands, they've been growing, excellent weed for hundreds of years, and it's been indigenous and many others that have been growing marijuana and using it tribally and using it in their own cultures and using it for medicinal reasons and so on and so forth, and they know good product.
Yeah, definitely.
They know the plant. They know it well.
Yes, definitely. I can say since I started my journey with cannabis with Project Machine Management, I learned more of the traditional strains that go the different nations that use it for worship and stuff like that. I didn't know it had such a wide spiritual influence. I did not know that.
Yes, for sure. All right, Austin, what else you got for Antoine?
I got another good one for you.
Oh, good.
So The question's gonna be like on a scale from 1 to 10. How much do you think that the regulations here, you could say in America or in Arizona specifically, limit entrepreneurship when it comes to the marijuana space?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It's a lot, but you have to be built on resilience to get.
Of course,
through it.
yeah.
But the thing is, I think with the more economic development and the more jobs the cannabis sector provides, I think we'll have more foothold in the economic development.
Yeah, of course. So you think the regulations could be loosened a little bit, but even if they stayed the way they are, eventually the marijuana industry is going to kind of, push their way in the door, whether the government wants them to or not.
I mean, with the regulations that we have since being legalized, we have been able to do a lot with it. But could it be more loose? Yeah. It can be. But for me, I would say as long as the customer is safe, like purchasing, and I say go ahead with it.
Yeah. I would say that, and even if there wasn't strict regulation, if the customer wasn't safe purchasing it, they'd get a bad reputation most likely.
True.
And yeah.
Well, and one really good use case that we could give you, and I'll bring up, Project Machine Management. It's something that Antoine and I are working alongside my producer Eric, and we have a whole team that we're all working together on. And it's because of the illegal market and some other reasons why we wanted to build a company. We want to be able to place kiosk machines so people can buy legal cannabis and or CBD and other products that they love and adore at a festival like this. Let's say, for example, we have Pressure across the street from us right now. Pressure is a great marijuana company from Arizona. But let's say that they were able to do sales of marijuana, okay? There's a long line right now. What if there was a way to line bust and you were able to buy it out of a machine? Okay, you're at a festival and you're like, dang, I want that pre-roll right now.
Yeah.
And you're able to line bust and go over to a kiosk and buy it, okay? I'm simplifying it. In Las Vegas, there's no place for the tourists to go because on the Las Vegas Strip, there is no legal dispensary. And I'm telling you the honest truth. I've been in that market for 8 years, and Antoine and I talk about this all the time. And it's because the casinos, you cannot have a casino license. Now we're getting into regulatory. You cannot have a casino license and a cannabis license. Period, the end. You cannot. So how do we keep the 41 million visitors in Las Vegas safe? Okay? We somehow have to find a safe place for those visitors to get to a legal dispensary safely or get to a kiosk safely, where all of the legal dispensaries in Las Vegas are getting their product into our kiosk and they're able to go make a safe purchase and get that 33% of the illegal market down to 1 day zero. Okay, that's a pipe dream, but yes, we want those visitors, to be safe, and we want Las Vegas to continue to be the gold standard of the entertainment capital in the world. I know I'm making a plug, but look, we want people to be safe, right? Yeah. And that's one thing that we're doing with Project Machine Management, right? And but we can place it in so many other places, and we're not going to do a sales pitch, altogether. We're trying to illustrate the regulatory side and how we're so held back with regulation and compliance. We'll give you another example of regulatory. We want to go to a mountain festival. That particular county in California
does not.
They don't allow marijuana.
No.
Okay. So anyway, those are some fun challenges that we have to work around and figure out in the compliance arena in the States. How do we work around it? And it's through politicians. It's through getting it to the legislators and getting it to those areas. Okay, you must have more questions for Antoine.
I can find one more, maybe. Let's see. Do you worry about even with the legalization of marijuana? Do you worry about the state still trying to kind of watch dispensaries and growers and put pressure on them, treat them as if that they're doing something illegal, even when they're doing something that's totally legal?
I mean, in the name of cannabis security, I would say yes, keep a tight regulation and make sure that the customers consuming is safe. Yes, but at the same But at the same time, allow the entrepreneurs to be innovative and do more with what the product can bring.
Yep.
Rather than just keeping it at the level it is, we can go higher with it.
You'd favor, like, if the government's going to regulate it, that they work with them instead of like kind of keep them at an arm's length and sort of.
I mean, yes, definitely, because innovation leads to more money. Anywhere that we can provide more access and more cannabis security, yes.
Gotcha. You want to switch or?
Looks like we're getting the wrap up here for our live stream here, right? So, do you have any last minute questions for Antoine?
No, I think that's it. I think it's interesting what you guys are trying to do, and I hope you succeed.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, we've definitely got some work cut out for us for sure.
Yes,
Antoine, thanks for coming on. I so appreciate it. Oh, that was fun. I really enjoyed this. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to keep going with Errl Cup 2025. We're going to keep adding some people on here to talk. It looks like I've got a space lady, and those are the people that I like to talk to too. So we'll keep it rolling here.
All right.
I was going for.
Really doing shit in space.
Hell yeah, you know, hey, we're in space right now. We're in space right now.
Where's high
we got the Tesla, you know what I'm saying? The astronaut, you know, we up here.
All right, awesome. Well, we're back at Errl Cup, and we're doing some more interviews with attendees to this awesome event. We've been here all day. So I'm Eric. I'm the chair of the Maricopa County Libertarian Party. And so I wanted to, first, let's have you guys introduce yourselves.
What up? My name is Luz Bea. You can find me at luzbea.lo, part of Stay Blazed. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, La Familia.
What's up? I'm Brian. You can also find me at Vapor Maker, also under Stay Blazed. We're a cannabis club out of Tucson, Arizona.
All right, awesome. We good? Okay, sorry, thought we were muted. All right, awesome. Well, so
Up a little bit.
since the Libertarian Party, since its founding in the 70s, has been for various drug legalization. How do you think this marijuana legalization has changed the landscape when it comes to other different drugs, such as like psilocybin, mushrooms, and the view on legalizing or decriminalizing that?
I definitely feel a great positive change in the community, and not only that, but just the overall in general, I feel like with people being able to recreationally use cannabis, it has them more at ease. Whatever kind of medicinal benefits they need handled, they can have it handled, and it's not just like something you have to be afraid of or something very taboo. Not, I have to go and meet somebody in a dark alley kind of vibe. Like you go into dispensaries, it feels like a very professional medical office. I've been to a couple, that are a little, but nevertheless, majority, every owner that I've met, they have that drive and professionalism that they don't want to be just kind of like an empty place that was filled with cannabis. They kind of want to offer that medicinal benefit to the community, and all demographics, not just young, but for old, for, just everybody.
So with the legalization happening, there's been lots of new products and stuff.
Without a doubt.
Because I think in the early black market days, it was pretty much flour.
Definitely.
And that was probably about it.
Confidently.
What's been your favorite change with how everything's been legalized? Like, what's like the biggest positive you've gotten out of it?
Well, to touch more on what you were saying, like psilocybin mushrooms and all those types of things, it's I feel like, just to touch a little more on with that before we move on, I feel like it's opened the door, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense that, like, things that could possibly be used for therapeutical aspects, like therapy and stuff like that. Like, for example, in Oregon, I know they're doing some therapeutic sessions with psilocybin. If they do that here, that may be good, alternative for some people than using hard drugs that are prescribed by doctors that are just, incentivized by pharmaceuticals, you know what I'm saying, to like...
Well, you brought up another point, the therapeutic use. I think they've been talking about legislation to allow ketamine use in a therapeutic setting.
I've heard
because
that.
It's been... it's starting to show good results in dealing with people with hard, like, PTSD issues and other serious, like, mental struggles. So, yeah, I mean, do you think that... Do you think that should be legalized? I mean, I'm sure that's a yes, but...
So, I mean, I've never personally used ketamine myself.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I don't really know to the extent. I used to rave back in the day, and I remember them telling me, like, K-holes and all this stuff. I never really got into it. It just wasn't really my bag, you know what I mean? Like,
well, and that seems like, when things are in the black market, dosages are not as well understood.
Definitely, that's another thing.
And the idea that, obviously then you're going for some heroic dose and going for some wild experience versus...
There's no education.
Right, the educational component hasn't been there.
Without a doubt.
Because one of the parts is the federal government scheduling standards of, like, whether it's Schedule 1, Schedule 2, determines whether colleges can do full-out research studies on those particular...
I see. Okay.
So that's one of those things where getting the government to roll back some of this drug scheduling benefits the research community to actually give us, like, a good idea. Well, how does this actually even work?
Right.
Because most of it is from, like, personal anecdotes, which is not a great way of studying effects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We don't
need that.
But yeah, while marijuana was in a prohibition period,
yes.
Do you think that did more harm than any side effects that the marijuana might have had? Like, were there more ill effects from the prohibition?
Of course.
Definitely, without a doubt. I genuinely feel so, because like you're saying, it all lacked education, it lacked the professionalism. Like, yeah, sure, people on the street can get good at what they do, but they're not really taking the time to sit there and medically educate every single one of their customers or patients. And I just feel like with that, a lot of stigmatism may have rose, and that's where kind of people get like, oh, I can't have cannabis because I'll get paranoid or something. It's just like, you didn't even know what you were taking. So, like, to have someone now be like, hey, here's 5 milligrams.
Here's 5, here's 10 milligrams.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I know for a fact would be a lot better. I think too, like, if you kind of think about it from like a legal standpoint, I'm sure a lot of family members kind of had to deal with a lot of problems that now they see cannabis as recreational. They're like, what? How? Like 10 years ago, I couldn't have this. I'd literally be in jail. I was a criminal. Like I was just looked at.
The libertarian perspective that you would put, like being obviously very against putting somebody in a cage for a plant.
Right. Exactly.
And even the simple possession, like there's still people sitting in a cage
definitely
for a plant.
I know that. I know that for a fact. So that's why I say there definitely is a lot of positives with it becoming legal. I feel like, you know, a lot of education, a lot of the stigmatism is being broken as we speak. Like, look how many people are here enjoying themselves. And like 10 years ago, who would have ever guessed anything like this would be even possible? Like,
right.
So yeah, definitely.
So is this your first time at the Errl Cup?
No.
How many years have you been?
Veterans. That's why I'm a space. You know, I'm in space.
We have come as a group of a couple of friends of ours.
Perfect.
Definitely, yeah. We're here with the group. Yay! Definitely, I had to do it. I had to do it. Love ya. But definitely. I just feel like it's really great to bring people together, educate them, have them all have fun with one another. And if anything bad happens, we have medics here. You know, we have the professionalism to help said person or situation. So yeah, definitely. A lot of positives, definitely.
No, that's awesome.
You know?
I feel like there'll always be those people, though, who are never, like, you know, with it. And for those people, you can accept it because that's not what they're about, right?
Yeah.
But, like, a lot more people who are willing to, like, go and pop a pill also might be willing to smoke a joint.
Exactly.
A lot less side effects, right? You know what I mean? Things that can...
Well, and this makes me think of, I had asked this question earlier, was the statistics are showing that people are drinking less alcohol.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Have you noticed that with your friend group?
Oh, without a doubt. Definitely so. I can't lie. I used to be someone who really enjoyed alcohol. I definitely, as you can tell with the energy. But no, without a doubt, there's not, and if I can sound crazy, like alcohol is just not something that should be used for like a, you know, that kind of, like recreationally, yeah, sure, whatever, but it's not something that you could wake up the next morning and still do stuff like you're hungover, your body, it kills your body, it literally kills your body. So like, definitely to shift and kind of be able to medicate, still be able to function, not have to be worried or embarrassed about if I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Yeah, sure, I might giggle a little bit too much if I take a little extra dab or two here or there, but like, who am I hurting? Like, you know, who am I hurting?
So the libertarians have a pretty generally understood basis of the non-aggression principle, which is really
definitely
you should be able to do whatever you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody else or taking or you know. And so it is one of these things where I know you guys would very much agree of like, you own yourself and you should decide what you do with your body.
Without a doubt, without a doubt, definitely.
I'm glad you guys have libertarian beliefs back in there.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Definitely so, definitely so.
No, perfect. Well, I appreciate both of you coming by and chit-chatting and sitting down with us, but since you guys have your friends here and stuff, I don't want to stop you guys from seeing all the other awesome vendors that are here.
Keep it coming, keep it coming.
Well, we've got some more people coming up. So
all right.
But
I hope. What was your name?
Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you again.
When hopefully you guys stick around and make sure you check your phones to see if you won the raffle at the end of the day.
Awesome.
Y'all better hope for me, man.
Yeah, appreciate you coming and participating.
I know we live. You better hope. Fingers crossed. Cross your toes. Cross your eyes. Cross everything.
Well, perfect. Well, thanks again, guys.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Eric. Definitely.
Thank
it was a pleasure, Eric. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Are we out of here?
Oh, sorry, you're under. You good?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay. Well, we're back. Still live streaming from Errl Cup. And who are we talking with now?
Precious Anton.
What's that?
Precious Anton.
Precious. Thank you for coming by.
Yep, no problem.
So I'm the chair of the Maricopa County Libertarian Party, and we're out here kind of talking about some libertarian beliefs that you may not know that you have within you. So one of the big things is that we believe that you own yourself and that you should decide what you do with your body and not the government.
Yeah.
How has the whole marijuana legalization kind of changed things in your life?
Well, I'm a smoker.
Okay.
And
It's a little easier.
yeah, it's nice. I mean, I ain't getting all the bitching about the cops and stuff, you know? And so I get to kick back and be me.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of stress and anxiety away from doing something that you were doing responsibly beforehand.
The stressfulness is gone.
Okay. With this type of legalization happening, does this open your mind to the potential of mushroom legalization, like psychedelic? Was that something that you would want to see like decriminalized or legalized in some way?
Legalized,
okay. And what would you see as a benefit? Are there any benefits or are there any cons to that?
As for me, I'm an adult, so I can do, you know, whatever I want.
You're an adult,
So if
and
I want to hang out and just trip out, then it would be my time, you know?
that's what you say to people who say, no, I want to make a law that you says you can't ingest this thing. How insane is that?
Yes. It depends how you handle it, I guess, you know? If you can handle it and you can take it in and you can be in public, then it's a great thing. If not, then you have something to stress about, you know?
Right. But again, that reflects on personal behavior.
Yes, as you and how you carry yourself in the world, yeah.
No, that is great.
Yeah.
So is this your first time at the Errl Cup?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting group of people.
Yes, yeah.
I guess what have you seen today that's like opened your eyes in the community? Have you seen some new stuff that like now that we have a free market of marijuana products and in various shapes and forms, like what have you maybe seen that's new or different?
The happiness of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as for us, we're from the res, so we always like just hang out, and it's kind of our thing to wake and bake, and then just hang out, you know, and go about your day however you go about it. And for us, we smoke a lot. So
Sure.
And then I think for us, it brings up our mood as well as how we go out and face the other people in the world, you know? And so it kind of knocks the negative attitudes off your shoulder and it puts you better in place, you know?
No, good. So it okay. Yeah, let me see if I got one more question from my big old list.
Okay. The only thing bad about here is it's hot.
Yeah, well, we're
Yeah.
live in Arizona, so that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about comparing alcohol and tobacco regulations to those for marijuana?
I say they go singly in group, you know? Don't put them together because it's nothing like it, you know?
Because they're not the same products, so you shouldn't
And like
regulate
I said
them
before,
the same way?
Yeah, people handle their alcohol way differently than smoking marijuana. And then tobacco, I don't know. I don't smoke tobacco.
I think tobacco use is like in very low percentages these days.
Yes.
Well, cool. Well, I think we have some more people coming up, but I really appreciate the conversation,
Yeah.
and it's good to get more viewpoints on how the whole landscape has changed.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is a
Most
pretty
definitely.
big deal.
I mean, I like the legalizing, you know, because then you're free to open it. And then you can go to any store instead of looking on the streets for it.
Yeah. Well, this presents one last question. So, the government, you know, this rollback of government involvement in your life in this particular arena has been a good thing.
Yeah.
Where else do you think the government might need to roll back its involvement in other sectors of your life?
Well, right now I'm getting harassed by the government.
Oh. Taxes things or
No, just because I live in the reservation.
Okay.
So they're like real picky choosy. So it's group and group. If you're not that part of the family, then they treat you some way.
Huh.
So like right now my family's under attack and we kind of get harassed everywhere we go. So I'm like, you know?
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, that's, new things to understand. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how it goes. Normally the thing that I think about is, I would say the TSA needs to be loosened up.
Yeah.
That back in the 90s you could walk up to the airplane gate no problem and it was no big deal. The only thing that has finally rolled back after 20 years was the shoe bomber guy, so we finally don't have to take our shoes off.
Oh yeah.
We did that for 20 years though. For what?
Yeah.
For what?
I think everybody should be
happened.
responsible for their own doings, and they shouldn't just make it a whole big old issue if it's really not that bad,
Look at all these libertarian things coming out of your mind.
Don't make me get political.
Well, we had to try a little.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a little time out of your day, and hopefully you can enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, cool. And we're back at the Errl Cup today, taking questions, asking questions from various attendees at the Errl Cup. I'm the chair of the Maricopa Libertarian Party, and I'm just trying to get various libertarian drug policy questions answered from people here. So how about you guys introduce yourself?
I'm Hadley Hamilton. I'm a Tempe native.
I'm
Oh,
Matt
he's got his
Carlson.
headset.
Oh, real.
I'm from
Your
Your
headset.
headset, mister.
yeah. I'm Matt. I'm from Scottsdale.
Awesome. Well, cool. So what are your thoughts on states' rights versus federal control over various drug laws?
I think it should mostly be left up to the states, personally.
Yeah, for sure.
And specifically local communities as well. I just don't really think that as a nation so diverse that we should be trying to dictate for people who live so far away, like how they should, the kinds of things that they can consume into their own body. I think that should be left up to individual local communities.
How very libertarian of you.
Yeah, I mean, time and time again, we've seen candidates, I think, now go up and say, "Hey, we're gonna do something about it," and then nothing is done really. So
No.
Well, it seems like on the federal level, they use the scheduling as a political wedge issue.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
But all it takes is one time to drop the scheduling and it becomes a non-issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and I mean,
and
it's just a constant, I think it's almost beneficial to some of them to be like, "Hey, we're going to do this, and then they,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also too, it's the way that things are scheduled federally is just it's done simply as literally just like you said, a wedge issue. It's not based on how most of the time it's not based on how dangerous a drug might be or how it's not based in logic or reason. It's based in who uses these drugs and who do we want to punish at the moment.
Yeah. Well, the other component that comes along with it is how the drug can be researched.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely,
one of
yes.
the things that I think is a big harm for the scheduling is that because marijuana is scheduled at such a higher level,
Yeah.
that it prevents a lot of good and necessary research to be done. So we know, like, okay, well, with this particular dose or this long use, it's like, what are these effects on the body? And we
Oh,
don't
absolutely.
have great research because of the scheduling issue.
Yeah, because we're just not allowed to.
Yeah.
No, I think that's an excellent point.
Yeah. How has legalization affected your trust in government institutions?
I think that in Arizona, after things became legal and having it regulated, there have been some instances where I feel like maybe things were overregulated or not done properly. But I think in a whole, I think it's been net positive. Just because, bringing something out of the shadows is just inherently makes it less dangerous, and having some oversight and
it's not to say there haven't been some issues. I mean,
yeah, no, but there's definitely been issues. In Tempe, when all the Delta 9 stuff was going on, there were restaurants that we frequented, the Wake and Bakery, that had to shut their doors. And
just because the law
they were
said
overly,
you couldn't have a dispensary there, and then they opened that, and then they basically banned the Delta stuff for the whole state. But because it's like it can't be too close to a school, but there's all these places
bars.
that serve
all
alcohol.
Bars. And,
So the alcohol can be close to a school, but not
Oh yeah, look at
marijuana.
Mill Avenue on Tempe. It's bars as far as the eye can see, but as soon as someone wants to start selling Delta 9 marijuana, they have to shut their doors.
or even not. Like
Yeah.
they can't you can't have a dispensary there because
No.
of how the law's written.
Which is absolutely an overstep,
ridiculous.
and it's regulation done poorly. It's when we don't have control over regulation as citizens that I think things overreaches happen.
Okay. All right. So my perspective is that there shouldn't be any regulation at all, and it should just be a free market of products. If we didn't have regulation, I know a lot of people would say that you would worry about adulteration and purity issues.
Yeah.
But could you see a society with third-party independents slapping their label on which was kind of how the whole organic thing got started,
Yeah.
was various
Oh, yeah.
private institutions said, okay, we will regulate and say that this product is organic to our particular definition, slap a label on there, which gives the consumer confidence that this
Sure.
is, in fact, what organic, should be
Totally.
expected.
Yeah. I could see that. Totally. And I think maybe too, I think the biggest thing is just that we need a system that offers transparency to consumers, regardless of what that looks like. I think that there's a lot of different ways that we could have that, just as long as like a marijuana user, as long as I'm able to know and trust the products that know what I'm putting in my body and be able to trust the information around it. I think that's just the biggest. I think it's the biggest thing.
Well, I mean, that's what the FDA was originally started to do, was just to force food product manufacturers to list the ingredients on the label.
Right. Yeah.
And now we have them picking and choosing what is okay and what is not.
No, because
Yeah,
then any right you give the government is a right you take away from yourself. And so, yeah, absolutely.
I guess there's just
So
the
do you
balance.
happen to be registered libertarian with all these very, very poignant theoretical libertarian perspectives?
I'm open to
Okay.
switching. Currently, I'm an independent, but I'm open to
I'm an independent as well.
yeah.
And that is the thing, is it's very easy to be independent, but everything you're saying is like textbook libertarian. It's wild. It's wild. I'm like, if I was more in my college age where I had just read some of those
Sure.
books, I'd probably be to that point, but geez, it's a refreshing take
Yeah.
Glad.
to have. No, cool. Well, is there anything libertarian you would want to know about or wonder about? Because I'm asking all about
What?
marijuana things.
Yeah. In Arizona, give me just the brief synopsis of the Libertarian Party in Arizona. How are you guys organized? How can someone get involved?
Yeah, well, so firstly, I shoot you to, since I do the county party,
Okay.
I'd shoot you to lpmaricopa.org, which is our
Okay.
website. We have an email newsletter that goes out and an event calendar for all the various things that we're doing.
Cool.
We're definitely looking for volunteers, obviously looking for donations to put on very cool events like this. And the other thing is, we also want to encourage people who are interested in running for office to go and do it, because we provide a vehicle to get into office.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Based on the legislation around signature gathering, some of the higher offices are harder to obtain without funding to get all the signatures necessary. But at
Okay.
lower offices, we're looking at some people to run for the state House of Representatives, and I think
Ooh.
some of them are, maybe 200 signatures in that
wow.
particular community.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
even
super cool.
and even less for some of the local offices. So, I think putting our point of view out in the public gets people to think about things.
Yeah. Well, especially, I don't mean to cut in, but especially down in a local community. I feel like that's sort of the bread and butter of where decisions should be made, is as a local community.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things I've been trying to do a little bit more this year around is we've been going and speaking at public comments
Okay.
on various proposals and stuff. And I was down in Tempe talking about their general business license, which I opposed. It was a $25 fee that existed as a new enforcement mechanism with no
Okay.
benefit to the business.
Okay.
And it really just exists because the government can't seem to cut anything out of their budget. But based on all of our advocacy in the community, we spoke out at the city of Surprise, and they actually reduced their first-year fee in half.
That's awesome.
So when you go and speak
Change
at
is
public
happening.
comment, change can happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it makes sense to get involved and, join our email list, and we'll let you know about what's coming up.
Yeah.
And I
That's so
really
cool.
appreciate the both of you coming and speaking with us and taking your time out of this very fun festivity to
Yeah.
sit down
so
and have
much.
a chat.
yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
That was awesome.
Eric, you want in on this? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have one ear on, then one ear off. You got a card, boss?
Are you still high, Jaron?
I'm always high.
That's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
You took one of those edibles?
No.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I
do
knew
one of
better
those.
not to do that shit. I'm gonna take that after I perform.
Okay. Is it sleepy edible?
Yep. I don't hear nothing. Am I supposed to hear something?
No.
Oh.
They're not yet.
Okay.
They're not speaking on the other. You can hear her though.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No.
No, it's okay.
No, I can't take it no more. How many songs did you do?
Oh, yeah.
A total of 10.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
10. I did 5 over here and nope, 11. I did 6 over there.
Whoa. Did you two meet? This is Jaron, Eric.
Oh, hey.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
he's
Yeah,
with
man.
the Maricopa County Libertarian Party. Yes.
Yeah. What? We're on.
I've
Do you
got a
wanna-
fly chasing me. Are we live? Did he say we're live?
I think so.
3, 2, center cam.
Good afternoon. I'm Tina Tasaka, Cannabis X America. We're here at Errl Cup 2025, and we are streaming live with Pro Cannabis Media. And thank you to our sponsor, Maricopa County Libertarian Party. Mr. Eric is here
Hey,
with me.
thank you.
And Jaron. He is an outstanding artist, performer, singer, dancer, and chef.
Exactly.
Yes, and I have met you before. I got to interview you last year at
Always
the
been a pleasure.
Cannabis Music Awards. I do believe we were out at Glendale, I think.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. So you
right.
just performed.
Yes.
You just did 2 sets here. You
Yes,
did 10
yes.
songs,
I think it was 11.
11 songs.
Yes, 11 songs. I know.
Jaron
Wow.
has done some very special things here in Arizona. When I first met him, you had just performed with the Phoenix Suns.
Yes, ma'am. I did a halftime show for Black History Month. That was fun.
Yeah. Anything good coming up for you? Anything? You always have good things coming up.
Oh, God.
You can call something out for sure.
I'm going to Atlanta. I'm gonna be on a TV series to promote my music, and then I have nonstop music in November. So after I get back from vacation, it's just go time. My chef stuff is going up. People are loving my music, my freestyle capability, and just bring good energy and vibes everywhere. So I'll be performing like 6 times a week as of lately. So I'm exhausted, but I love it.
You don't look exhausted. You
I'm
look
high as fuck.
You look very fresh. That's what my uncle would say. You look very fresh.
Oh man,
That means you're happy doing what you're doing.
I love it though.
Yeah,
I don't
because
change
you're
up.
not. It's not. If you're passionate about what you're doing and you're happy about even if you're tired, you still look really energetic and
Yes.
because you're happy about what you're doing. Don't you agree
Exactly.
with that?
Oh, yeah.
A person that's still, even though you're like, you're tired, but you're still, you still look good because you're passionate about what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, so I'm not familiar with you as an artist, but I definitely will take a listen afterwards.
Okay.
So I'm obviously more involved in the political sphere of these things, but obviously we've had a big deal of the government rolling back its involvement in the marijuana industry.
Right.
How's that changed things for you? How's that gone?
Due to the fact that I got a lot of sponsors, I don't have to really worry about that too much. So, but no,
That opened up avenues
Yeah,
for
it has
sponsorship.
a pros and cons. Like I'll be trying to tell other artists to venture out into the music industry for the cannabis. I started 3 years ago in music, believe it or not, and I'm really elevated and being a pillar to the community, and I love it. Like, you meet so many people and so many entities like yourself, and just join us together, but change need to be happening. I do agree about that.
Okay. Yeah, and with the government rolling back restrictions with marijuana, do you see the possibility of like psychedelic mushroom, psilocybin getting rolled back and maybe some acceptance happening there?
I feel like it would be it's gonna be next. I feel like it's gonna be next. I know in Texas they actually like banned weed, marijuana, and that kind of hurt my feelings. I'm from Texas. I was born in Fort Worth, Texas. And
what do you think about how that went down?
I feel like that was just being hateful, because Texas is always the final state to do everything. We don't need to get into that, but for the most part, that would have helped out a lot of people. But now, when people like my family have to struggle to sell weed or even try to have their own cannabis brand and distribution, it just don't work out in their favor in that state, which sucks because there's a lot of opportunity for that.
It would be a huge market.
It definitely would be.
It would be a huge
Massive market. Well, it's an $8 billion market in the hemp industry. It is let that sink in for a second. In the hemp industry in Texas right now, with all of the gummies and all of the drinks, the hemp D9 drinks, it is a $8 billion market. And that's why that whole Senate Bill number 3 was so controversial, and they were trying to take the hemp drinks away. And it, you guys, it was such a roller coaster, to be honest, standing here right this very second. I don't know where it stands anymore, because I kept following it and I kept following it. Every day I would wake up, what's going on with Senate Bill number 3? What's going on with Senate Bill number 3? And then I just got tired of it, because it was such a rocky roller coaster that I just got tired of it, And but it is an $8 billion industry, and hemp alone. Isn't that insane?
It is insane.
So with that recriminalizing that they seem to be doing in Texas, one of the things that's been really terrible about the war on drugs in itself is the violation of your Fourth Amendment rights to privacy around search and seizure. When that policy was used to kind of violate our own freedoms, are you seeing it play out in a better way now that it's legalized, and they can't use that justification to say, we want to search your car now because we say it smells like marijuana?
Actually, no, because then you think about that, they're still trying to find ways to find loopholes to get you in trouble with it. Like me, for instance, I have my weed card, and I'm able to hold a lot of weed, especially because I have a lot of sponsors, so I'll be transferring that weed to a lot of places. So I gotta watch out for that. Like, don't look so suspicious and all that other stuff. But it's not like it's not illegal. It's legal to do it, but they still try to find a way, like how many weights and grams and stuff like that, and the smell. It's crazy.
Interesting. No, it's a good perspective.
Isn't it 81 grams that we can have on our person here in Arizona? I think it's 81 grams.
Yeah, here, but a different spot like Oklahoma and Missouri, because Missouri and Chicago as well. It's not that much. Not that much at all.
So you happen to cross a line in the sand, and all of a sudden you're good or you're not good.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see your point. You might be bringing product to an event or swag, or or they've given. Yeah, I understand completely. And all of a sudden you're over that allotment, and someone wants to be mean that day.
If they want to.
They want to, but they can't. Like, I'm legal. I can do whatever I want. I choose. I'm not doing nothing to hurt the community. It's actually helping the community if you think about it. Instead of having people selling stuff on the street, you got actual dispensaries giving it out.
Sure. Yeah.
Let me hit my big question Rolodex here. I definitely got another. I got another good one in there. What benefits do you see in allowing people to grow their own marijuana at home?
Depression, anxiety, society.
Okay.
And I say that because we all live in a world where inflation and just the world keep changing. Where is your loophole to get your peace? Like, smoking weed doesn't do nothing except chill you out. It don't cause you to go psycho and crazy and stuff like that unless somebody's infusing other stuff in there. But if you grow your own weed, you get to learn the agriculture. You get to learn the benefit and possibility of revenue.
So it's turning amateurs into botanists, and well, teaching them how to grow. I mean, it is a weed after all, so it should be easier to grow.
Right.
But it's not a set and forget type of plant.
No, it's not.
That it definitely needs some care, tending, and
TLC.
Oh, yeah?
You've got to have the right lighting and the right temperature, and it's a whole balance. And Chef Turtle, who we had on here just an hour ago, and he's got at least 12 ladies. He's growing, and he's been on a podcast with me, and he took the camera off the computer, and we walked over to his grow room, and he showed his beautiful plants. But he's got quite a beautiful grow, and I think you're allowed to have, if there's 2 people living in the house in Arizona, I believe it's 12 plants that you can have, 6 per adult. And so that's the law here in Arizona. Of course, every state is different, just so everybody knows we're live streaming here. Yeah. So every state is different. So please check your local laws as to how many plants that you can have as you grow. Our little disclaimer, right, Eric?
Yeah.
And, but that's always fun. Do you grow by chance?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I got land I acquired.
But you're interested now.
I am interested in doing it. I was on doing it in Texas, actually, to be honest with you. But I changed my mind real quick.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got land in Texas, and I got land in Kentucky, so I wanted to do something different.
Do you think you'll vote with your feet and maybe pick a more friendly state in the future?
I got to do my research, but yes, sir.
That's just how government intervention works. It shifts people around.
I wanted to know if any of your family crosses over to New Mexico to purchase cannabis.
Got a couple brothers to do it.
Yeah, New Mexico, they've got the border there. I mean, those little towns there are really thriving, and that's great. That's great. I know we're getting ready to wrap up here, Jaron. Is there anything that you'd like to shout out, or how can we reach Jaron? If you guys want to follow this artist here in Arizona, he's just so fantastic. He has new music coming out. How can we follow you?
On all platforms, social medias, it's the same name, Vibes with Jaron, VIBESWITHJERRAN. Vibes with Jaron. So
I remember that now.
Yes, I love
Vibes with Jaron. I do remember that. Yeah, that is so fantastic. Yeah, and you're going to perform one more time.
Yes.
And is there anything that you would say that somebody definitely has to see here at Errl Cup before we depart today, when we close up today, besides your show?
Oh, man, I hope everybody enjoys the festivities and get as much weed as you possibly can, because usually it's supposed to be a 2-day event. Today it's a 1-day event. So get all the weed you can get until March, because March we'll do it again for Errl Cup.
Well, we're hoping to come back in March. We'll see how this works out.
Right.
But that's totally true.
Eric, any final parting words before we go on?
No, happy to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well, man.
This was a great conversation.
Yes, sir.
And it's always good to get different opinions on how people see this nice recent change in society. So.
Sharon, it is always so great to
always
see
a pleasure.
you.
I love it.
I'm so glad you came over.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's
yes,
always
ma'am.
so great to see you.
I'll be here anytime you need me.
We're going to keep this live stream rolling here at Errl Cup 2025. Tina Tasaka, Cannabis X America.
Perfect.
All right. Where are you going on vacation?
Kentucky on Thursday.
Excellent.
Yes, I'm going to go see what this land looks like.
Okay.
Decide from there if I want to keep it or sell it. Just stay here.
That sounds really
We're
excellent.
Add 2 more.
Okay.
So are you going to sit down or stand up? So it's going to be a 4. This is a 4-pack.
I can jump out.
Okay.
I can jump out.
No problem.
Let Eric.
I'm trying. I got a whole. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to meet you.
It was good to meet you too.
I heard you existed. Now I know.
It was so good to meet you.
ask you guys to introduce yourself, but
Who stands? Who sits? You're going to stand there. You're going to have a conversation. You can put that here.
Do we
Then
get
you look like you're
to
official.
both hear it? Or I guess I'll hear you speak, right?
Don't put that one on your ear because you got to be able to listen.
Okay.
Okay, up there, about this far away.
All right, got you.
Can you, so you can hear him, right?
Testing, testing.
All right, here we go. 3, 2.
All right, cool. Well, we're back with some more people here at the Errl Cup. I guess first off, well, let's have you guys introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Bova with Bova Productions, part of Glow Flow.
And I am Heaven. I'm owner of Trip and Paint.
Awesome. Well, very cool. Well, so I'm Eric. I'm the chair of the Maricopa County Libertarian Party, and I'm trying to have some good conversations around drug policy and the recent legalization of marijuana. Since this is the biggest rollback of government intervention we've probably seen in our lifetimes, how has it changed? How has it changed your guys' lives?
Definitely, it encouraged me to be more expressive in the music that I write. So I definitely have not held back. I even can see when I post my videos, my algorithms and my views go down. So it is definitely disappointing, but I'll never stop, speaking to what I believe, which is, definitely land back, definitely power to indigenous people, free Gaza. I'm definitely in support of all of those motions that are going on right now.
Sure.
Yeah, I do feel like that my views go down as well. I feel silenced in a way of like on social media, just talking about it. I have to find a way to be creative to talk about what I do,
So you're saying you still have to kind of like post about marijuana stuff in code because the platforms are still restrictive?
Absolutely, pro broccoli on
is that
Instagram. Yeah, that's the code word. So there's a lot of things, even outside of just cannabis, which is a big part that I think, especially states should have a little bit more control of, since it is legal here. Should be able to say, yeah, I smoked cannabis, other than being banned or our posts getting dropped and different things like that. So it's been definitely something to navigate.
Yeah. So and you brought up an interesting point of, do you think the federal versus the states should have more control over drug policy actions?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that states should have a lot more rights because states are just small parts of what this whole nation is, and states are also just a big label to what we are, all believe in the state. So definitely should be able to have more opinions to the people that are living with those regulations on them. So
awesome. Well, so that concept of federalism, which is more independent states, is very much a good libertarian belief, and we're the party of small government, where we generally just want to advocate for less government involvement in your life. As long as you're not stealing or hurting anybody else, you should be able to do what you want with your own body.
absolutely.
Yeah, let me go to my question book just to get some good bits here. So are you guys involved in the industry, or are you more just on the consumer side of the marijuana?
No, so we're both part owner of Glow and Flow, which is a 420 blacklight immersive puff and paint. We're taking it a few steps further, and we've added amazing lineups focusing on the rave community and EDM music. So all of our events have immersive art, 3D art. It's not just painting or painting, and smoking. So we got a lot of cool things going on.
Okay. So based on, so pretty much, if legalization had not happened, do you think you would have this company now?
Yeah, absolutely not. There's a lot of states that we are not going to be, going to for those reasons. And this gives us an opportunity to reach our business and, spread into the economy for, what the greater good. And we can't do that in every state.
Huh. So okay, that's awesome. So we're very much free market advocates that, the government shouldn't be picking winners or losers, and by restricting a particular product, they are preventing you from having a more of an influence, even if people wanted your product.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely holds us back on different ways, social media down to state lines. So we're definitely pro-cannabis, pro-body, pro what you'd like to do with your body, even when it comes to abortions. So we are an LGBTQ, all the letters, safe event. So we definitely promote everything for the people and for the people.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. No, very good. Yeah, we're all about the individual owning themselves, and not some bureaucrat over miles away trying to think they can make a decision better.
Absolutely, yes. No kings are going to tell me what to do with my body.
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm glad you're here at the Errl Cup today. Yes. It looks like we got some more people queued up here. But is there anything else you guys wanted to add to the conversation?
Yeah, you want to tell them about Stranger Things?
Yeah, Stranger Things next week on the 25th. This is 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Bud's Glass and Joint, downtown Phoenix. Please come and see us. We have prizes going on. We have amazing DJs, raffles. We're going to have some hot chocolate, so stay tuned.
Yeah, flower bar, dab bar, all of it. 4 different DJs. It's going to be amazing.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, the both of you, for coming by and chatting. Thank you. Yeah.
Great job.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, ready?
Hey, so we're back at the Errl Cup again, going and talking to some of the attendees. So I'm Eric. I'm the chair of the Maricopa County Libertarian Party. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Samantha.
Yeah. And so what brought you out to the Errl Cup today?
Well, when I first started smoking, I was like 13, and it really helped me get through my teenage years. It was one of those things that just, when you go through your teenage years, it's a struggle,
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And then, of course, you become an adult and you go to work and you do all this stuff, and then you come back around, you deal with adult stuff, and it becomes very stressful. So, you partake in, this little side or recreational, however you want to put it. But, so after exploring that, it's just like, I don't understand why a lot of people are not really, going through this. So experiencing that. So, that's what brought me here, is just like, I want to see what other things are out there.
And this is your first time?
Excuse
at
me?
this your first time at this event?
Yes.
Oh,
first
okay.
time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
And what's your name?
I'm Eric.
Eric.
So, I had various questions because I'm.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Go ahead.
So I represent the Libertarian Party, which is the lesser government is better party, and
Oh gosh, I can't even hear you.
oh, yeah, the music is loud.
All I heard was government.
So we're the party of limited government, and one of the things that's been great with marijuana legalization is it's a big rollback in the government's involvement in people's lives. Based on what you've seen, so it's helped you immensely. What did you see or notice differently after the legalization kind of took place?
What I noticed after what?
Legalization had taken place.
Legalization had
Yeah,
taken place.
from the earlier black
When
market
it was
days
illegal.
to
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think. Well, I think that when it was illegal, it was just so much a stress on people who couldn't get a hold of the thing that actually relaxes them. Would actually, whether it be schizophrenia, whether it be mental health, whether it be stressed out parent, whether it be all those other things that actually stress you out. Once you take a hit, boom, you're good, and I think it really helps like that. Now that it is recreational, it is such a relief because you don't have to hide it, you don't have to be discouraged about it, you don't have to, you know what I mean, it's just one of those things.
right. The stigma around it has definitely gone away.
Yes, and now you feel more relaxed, you could take a hit and you don't got to worry about it,
Yeah. So you had mentioned your age earlier when you were starting to explore with cannabis. Currently, the government places an age restriction on
Right.
cannabis. What do you think about that? Is 21 the right age? Should it be any bit different?
I think 21 would probably be the right age because a lot of our teenagers don't really, mentally develop at that time. But the reason why I did it was because of what I was going through. I had a hard life. I had a rough, childhood, and it was just the only thing. I had ADHD when it wasn't, ADHD.
Yeah.
And just the stresses of life and things that you don't know what's going on. But once you take that hit, you're just like, ooh, you feel better. So, at that age, that's what I learned to rely on at that time. So when it comes to being legalized at a certain age, I think 21. I mean,
Okay.
even my kids, I hate to say it, but, they do smoke weed and...
But again, that's a personal choice that
Yes.
hopefully they're doing responsibly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Since would you say that it's more the parent's role than the government on educating the child
Yes.
over
And
these type of things?
I told my kids, I said, you know what, the only thing that really kind of helped me through high school, helped me through all the antisocial, social anxiety and all the things that people deal with now because all of the phones and internet and all this other stuff. I told them, I said, this is what helped me, and then, I'm giving them that opportunity. I apologize, but they're 18, 19. I have a 21-year-old and I have a 19-year-old, so
Pretty
telling
close.
them,
Yeah.
well,
That's not bad at all.
and then they're just kind of like, okay, and they're totally smooth with it. They're
So I had asked a similar question earlier. So have you noticed with, again, the younger generation, have you noticed that their preference between alcohol and marijuana has shifted, that they are definitely not engaging with alcohol as much as marijuana, or what are you seeing?
Well, I mean, I think that's a good question because when you think about marijuana, they used to say when I was younger, which was a long time ago, when when I was younger, they say that marijuana was a gateway drug.
Oh,
Yeah.
the same way milk's a gateway drug to beer.
Right, right.
What a silly argument.
It's like opens the door to all the other things. I mean, to a certain point, yes. But when it comes to alcohol and marijuana, I tell them, I mean, this is me personally, I tell my children, I'd rather you guys smoke weed than drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Or do anything else, because all of that is, disgusting. It's, it's going to make you feel, you're going to do shit. Can I say shit? You can do
It's the
shit
internet.
that you're
Who
going to
cares?
regret. You're going to do things that you're going to regret. And, look at mom. Mom has done a hell of a lot of shit that, I wish I never did, and that's alcohol. But when you smoke some weed, you're very
not very likely to
conscientious.
embarrass yourself, right?
Yeah. I remember that Cat Williams, when Cat Williams said, when you drink, you're all over the road. But when you smoke weed, you are the road. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I see it. But yeah.
No, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming out and taking a little bit of time out of your very probably fun, exciting day at the Errl Cup and coming to sit down and chat with us and, see if you get a text message later in the day because we'll be doing that raffle
I
drawing.
could use that box,
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to put together something really good.
Yeah.
We're raffling off about $400 of flour, concentrate, edible, vapes, every category.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you sitting down.
Thank you.
And I'm glad we did this.
Too. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to
Yeah.
express how I feel.
Heck yeah.
It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, well, and we're back at the Errl Cup, out here asking various attendees their thoughts on cannabis, drug policy, some libertarian things. And so I'm Eric, I'm the chair for the Maricopa County Libertarian Party. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Trevor. I'm this guy's bowling teammate.
Well, how about that? I was going to act like I didn't know you, but I do. I do. Trevor's a good buddy, and I'm glad we were able to come out here and check out what we've been doing all day.
These are fun. I like these. The last one I went to is Cannaland at the water park.
Okay.
They did that. That's pretty cool.
How many times have you been to the Errl Cup?
This is my first time here.
Oh, okay. Well, me too.
I hadn't heard of it. Yeah, this is cool. I like it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I have to see who actually won stuff, so I know what to try.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's get into the dirt of some good stuff. I know from personal experience you have some more limited government beliefs potentially, so I don't have to really pull this out of you. But let me get to some of the more interesting questions that I probably haven't asked other people. All right, so how do you feel about using tax revenue from marijuana sales for public services?
I guess I think that taxes should be lower in general. I think maybe there are some minimal uses that it's okay, but I don't feel personally that my tax dollars are being placed where I would choose them to be. If I actually felt like I had a direct say, I might make different decisions with that money. Public service, is that what you said? Public
services.
Services. So what would that entail? What's examples of that?
Generally, the legislation around marijuana decides to put that tax revenue into some kind of educational bucket or police funding or counseling or addiction counseling. Those tend to be the general buckets.
Those seem like pretty good ideas to me.
Yeah. Well, would there be an argument to be made that if the tax rate on marijuana products gets too high, that people will go back to the black market?
Definitely. I think I like the idea of it being as close to home as possible, with as little government involvement as possible. I mean, maybe some testing on the quality and stuff might be okay. But yeah, keeping the tax rates low, because I would definitely make some calls and find it somewhere else if it got too expensive. But so far, it's gotten cheaper. So far, I wasn't getting the half ounces for $30 before it became legal here, so I don't know.
Well, when you can actually rent warehouse space without having to explain, hey, what are you doing in here? Oh, no, this is actually fine. Being able to grow in a controlled environment seems to have increased the quality of the product, the supply of the product and in a free market, more supply means cheaper prices. So you're seeing that. On the, I was going to come on the tax question a little bit.
The quality has gotten so good that there's actually a market for lower like potency weed that is actually a market that is really actually, I mean, at least I'm hearing it advertised.
So
There's a market for it.
The people are in the concentrate space or the flower space?
I think both. Well, mostly flower that I've heard, but probably could be done in both. I don't know.
Because I think what flowers generally test around 18 to 22.
Well, they can get it really high. Like I don't think that when it comes out of the ground naturally, it's gonna always be that high. I think. So. Yeah.
But so you're saying there's a market for maybe a 5% potency flower?
I believe there is. Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I haven't heard anything like that
today. But making it legal allows for the full gamut of options and whatnot.
No, of course.
Yeah.
As I go and drop my phone. So let's see. What benefits do you see about allowing people to grow marijuana at home? Another thing about supply.
I like that. I do like that a lot. I don't know. It's renewable. It's replenishable. You can. I think that should be legal too. I think there's nothing bad about that at all.
Oh, okay, perfect. And I came back around to the question I was thinking about. So you talked about how one of the aspects of regulation is like the quality, the purity aspect that comes along with it, which is definitely nice. But do you think there's the possibility that we could have independent auditors that throw their own label to say, hey, we tested this, we'll put our stamp on this to say, we've tested it, it is unadulterated, it is the right thing?
I think that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I think
that the government doesn't have to be the one that does that.
Absolutely. Yep, I totally agree. I always want a second opinion.
That's not a bad idea. With this big rollback of government intervention in your life happening, are there any other arenas that you would want to see similar, like government rollback in government's involvement?
Yeah, definitely. The first thing, well, I don't know if this is a rollback. What I do feel pretty strongly about is returning to a more local government, like, direction, Okay. I think that
more federalization.
Yeah. I think the closer to home that the decisions are being made, the better. That's for sure. Because you can't make a blanket law or rule for the entire country. You know what I mean? So it's too hard. We're all too different. We all want different things, different communities.
Well, I mean, in the way the founders set up the country, there's a great quote that gets repeated, and if I get it a little wrong, it's that states are the place for experimentation, and that people will vote for their feet to decide, this particular state has these particular priorities and that's what fits with me versus some other state that might have vastly different opinions on parts of their life. Let me get one more good one here. Since we're in Arizona, in what ways could legalizing drugs reduce violence associated with cartels?
You wouldn't have to go through those black market channels. You wouldn't have to, know a guy who knows a guy who's getting it over the border in, vastly illegal ways. It could be grown in your backyard, or you can get it from your neighborhood farm kind of a thing. That's definitely preferred to the other route.
Yeah. No, exactly. Because you know where it comes from, and there certainly wasn't, border violence involved with getting and smuggling that particular thing to you.
Definitely.
No, that is definitely the case. Well, I think we've got somebody else coming up behind you here.
Hey, it's good talking to you.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your time. And let me know later what your most favorite booth is. Or do you have a favorite?
I went in the bus. That one's my favorite. The bus so far has been the coolest one. That one's awesome.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right. All right. Well, we're back with some more guests at the Errl Cup down in Mesa, Arizona. I'm Eric. I'm the chair with the Maricopa County Libertarian Party. And who do we have?
Jaylee.
Jaylee.
Yeah.
Awesome. So is this your first time at the Errl Cup?
No, I've been here quite a few times.
Okay. All right. And would you say this is your favorite event in the state, or if you have some other ones that you've tried out as well?
This is definitely my favorite cannabis event. Yes.
Very cool. What's been your favorite piece so far?
Honestly, right across the way from you guys, the High West Farms.
Okay.
They have the volcano bags over there. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they're free sampling volcano
oh
rips?
yeah, and then they're giving you samples of pre-rolls and stuff too. So it's pretty awesome.
What a reason to come. Yeah.
Lots of free
Jeez.
stuff.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, so being the Libertarian chair, I'm going to ask kind of some Libertarian things just to see where people land on the spectrum. And one of the things I've seen so far today is there's a lot of people who share Libertarian beliefs, at least around drug policies. So I guess really the thing is, how have you seen things change as the legalization has happened, like from the black market into the legal dispensary? Like, how's that changed in your life?
Honestly, I've seen a big change. I go out to a lot of concert events and stuff like that, and being able to smoke walking past a police officer and the police officer just wave at you. It's it's crazy to think in the past you would be arrested and charged for that. So that kind of thing. I mean, even if you're pulled over and they smell like that, they're less hard on you. It's a big change, honestly.
Well, and that's a great point there. So the one of the harms of the drug war has been the violation of our Fourth Amendment kind of right to search and seizure that's been violated around something so silly as, hey, your car smells like weed, so I'm going to unconstitutionally search it.
Yeah.
You know, that's finally kind of getting out of the police mindset,
Yeah.
as it were.
Yeah, I actually I've talked to police officers that tell me I find it I don't know how to put it, I don't have to search you because I smell the weed on you, kind of type thing.
I don't have to bother with this big gigantic
Yes,
activity
that
that I
type
don't
thing.
feel like
Yes,
dealing
they're
with.
just move along. Just don't smoke in your car. Move along.
Well, hey, yeah, put on your blinker this one time. Hey, whatever.
Exactly. So thankfully I've never been through it myself, but I've seen friends go through it, and so it's definitely a better now. They're less cracking down on you, I guess you should say.
Well, and I think it's a better resource allocation that they should spend their time on real harmful,
Yes.
really bad people,
Yeah.
not somebody innocently going about their day who happens to enjoy a particular plant.
Yes, exactly.
So I guess, what do you feel about the federal level scheduling of marijuana that still hasn't changed? What do you think about that? What's the deal?
I wonder where the holdup is, honestly, because they've been just hanging it where it's at, and I keep hearing, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and nothing changes. So I just wonder where the holdup is.
Well, my thought on it is that they use it as a wedge issue because again, they promise to do the thing and say, vote for me, I'll do the thing, and then they don't do it.
Yeah.
Every time, over and over and over again. So it's kind of one of these things where I feel like when they say it these days, it's like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. I don't believe you. And we'll just keep doing this thing on the state level anyway. Let's see if I can go to my big bank of questions and see if I have a little more interesting one of, how do you feel about gun rights in the context of marijuana users? Do you think that should be something that prevents them from possessing a firearm?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think I go to people drinking alcohol. If you can drink alcohol and go own and possess a firearm, why can't you
have marijuana?
Consume marijuana and
no, that's a very good point.
Yes, like I think as long as you're in a safe, responsible gun owner, you should be able to own your guns. That's kind of how I am.
No, that's great. Like the libertarians have a non-aggression principle, which is really, don't hurt people and don't take their stuff, and you should be able to do what you want.
Yes.
Your own self-ownership is kind of the key, and that when somebody else is dictating how you live your life, I don't think that's free at all.
No, it's not.
And I'll give you one more question that I think's a good one. I've been asking it a bunch today. So based on the rollback of marijuana restrictions, do you think that psilocybin, magic mushrooms should be the next one up? Like, do you think that should be something that is either decriminalized or actually made legal?
I think yes, because it's also, I feel like it has medicinal purposes. I think it may need to be regulated a little bit, like, closer. I don't know, like.
That's an opinion.
But
there's no wrong answers.
But I do think that needs to be the next thing to be on the.
Okay. There's one more in that of. I've seen stuff about using ketamine in a therapeutic setting. Seems to be really good for PTSD people. Would that also be something that you think is a good idea or worth exploring?
I think it's worth exploring it to see where it goes, because it seems to have good purposes.
Some kind of medical.
Yes, medical purposes for certain mental health issues, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. No, and again, it's one of these things where if you own your own body, you should be able to say, you know what, I think this would benefit me, and I'm choosing to do it in a therapeutic setting. Why not?
Yes, I think it's worth exploring the option. Some people say it's good for them now, so they're already using it, unfortunately, without being regulated. So.
No, that's very true. Well, I guess I'm pretty good here. Do you have any libertarian questions that you might send my way?
Honestly, no. I asked a couple questions before you came up.
Oh, well, we do have some guys here. The people at home wouldn't see that, but yeah, we definitely have some other guys from the party that are here.
Yeah.
Hopefully this has opened your eyes into some of these libertarian beliefs you might have. But let's not hold you up from the rest of your fun time at the Errl Cup. So thank you so much for coming by and having a chat.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll get a text and you'll be the winner. We'll see.
Thank you.
Very All right. Well, we're back at the Errl Cup. We're back at the Errl Cup, and we're interviewing various attendees here and getting their viewpoints on drug policy, some libertarian ideas, and just having a nice little conversation. So I'm Eric. I'm the chair for the Maricopa County Libertarian Party. And
nice to meet you. I'm Jacob.
Jacob.
Yes, sir. I'm stopping by today for the Errl Cup, visiting my boy right here.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, how's your day been with the Errl Cup? Have you seen some good stuff? Any highlights?
Yeah, it's been really good. A lot of cool people. Just seeing Pressure out here chilling with my boy. Mohave, I'm about to go up on a dabbing contest, so I'll probably win.
Okay.
But yeah, I love it, man. It's pretty chill. I'm just out here enjoying the vibe, chilling with my boy right here.
And so as our political party was founded back in the 70s, drug legalization has been kind of one of the party planks. Yeah. And it took a while, but here we are. Oh, yeah. How have things changed in your life since the legalization has happened recently?
Oh man, it's been crazy, man. So I'm gonna be 100% honest. I went to jail when I was 16 for weed.
Jeez.
And it's so crazy to think that we can just smoke weed out here publicly and it's legal. Like, times have changed for sure, and it's kind of crazy because, time flies, man. And so much shit has changed, and I'm honestly glad for this change. And I'm lit out here, so shit, I'm glad everyone's having a good time. I'm glad I met you guys. I'm glad I met the owner, and it's a good standing point.
So, talking about your juvenile prison time, whatever, have you been able to get that all expunged?
Yeah, so I was able to take care of it. Everything's good. I'm all good. I got my own company right now.
Well, that's good.
So we're chilling.
Yeah, so, whenever legalization happens, do you think the expungement should go along with it for all the previous, obviously, personal possession? Like the small stuff is very easy to justify.
Okay. To be honest, man, I don't think anyone should be going to jail for smoking weed, for having weed. You know what I mean? I think people just need to chill out. As long as you're not doing it in an irresponsible way, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? But I think it's really good the way things are going. How we're just out here all together. Everyone, like the owner of this podcast was saying, everyone's out here as a community, showing love. They're not out here hating. They're out here, together at peace. So I think it's good.
Yeah, I don't think you'd get this at a beer tasting festivity.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a lot better. The vibe's chill over here. Everyone's at peace. Meet some cool people. We're showing love. So appreciate you guys.
So with the government rolling back this kind of laying off the marijuana restrictions, are there any other, do you see the rollback on magic mushroom, psilocybin, or ketamine for medical uses? What do you think about that potential?
Shit, to be honest, I think the only thing people should be messing around with is weed because it's natural. It comes from the ground. Also, mushrooms. mushrooms are good to a certain extent. I think it should be legal, but shit, we're not trying to become like Oregon. So shit, I think we're chilling just the way it is right now. I'm gonna be honest.
So you said like Oregon. What can you expand on that? Because I think what you're talking about is that they decriminalized. Yep. Is that right?
Yeah, they decriminalized all that stuff, and now everyone's on all types of shit out there, and it's a shit show out there. And I believe that's gonna happen out here if we start legalizing other stuff. So I think we should just keep it the way it is and just keep moving forward.
Okay, so just wait on the mushroom stuff.
I mean, if you ask me, I love mushrooms, but for it to be legal, I don't think it should be legal the way weed is legal.
So you would maybe say decriminalization, which would mean you wouldn't go to jail for possessing, but you would say not having storefronts. Is that kind of where you're at?
Exactly. Yeah, I think if you can get it, but I don't think it should be on every corner like the dispensary, man, to be honest, but
it is a little bit of a different of a beast so that's an accurate.
Not everyone's ready to take some shrooms, I'll tell you that.
That's a fair thing. But again, it's a personal choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, I'll tell you what though, man, so I really appreciate you guys for having me. Is there any other questions you want to ask me? I got my company like I was telling you about. I don't know if you're interested in hearing about that.
If it's marijuana related and stuff. But yeah, if you just want to chit chat, whatever, and if you got some stuff to do, we can wrap it right here.
Cool. Yeah, no, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about my cleaning company out here in North Scottsdale. It's actually called Clearview Lima. I do window cleaning, pressure washing, exterior gutter cleaning, a little bit of everything. And I've been doing it for about 2 years. I know it's a little off topic, but I like to work with my hands, work with my head. So marijuana does help me a lot. And if you guys want to check me out, I'm on Instagram. You can tap in with me. I'm Jake, Clearview Lima Jake. Let me know. We're out here just enjoying the vibe, about to take some dabs. Shout out to my boy on the motherfucking mic right here. My bad for the language, but my boy out here just giving me the thumbs up. So I appreciate y'all for letting me come through. I appreciate you for letting me come through.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
Bring DVD here. Don't have it, Daniel. I mean, there's. What's up, man? Hey, excuse me. Mr. Pardon me. Pull it out this bitch. Back in the mail, it's gone. Shit, I got smell. Yeah. I just had a deal, I'm on. Yeah, yeah. Go where I want. Whatever you want. Like you know. They kind of dig it, I'm on. Go where I want. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Shoot. You, me, pardon me. Food truck, soul food. I'm gonna have to double back to them definitely. Nice glass, nice pipes. What's up? What's up, y'all? It's Swan with Kenna, ex America, and we about to walk around. We about to see what's going on at the Errl Cup right now. We about to interview some people. Okay. Hey man, you pretty high yet? We with Kenna ex America. We just doing quick interviews with people. You feeling good? What's your this your brand?
Zip Metro, bro. This is Lost Dutchman Cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got an Instagram?
Yeah, we got Instagram.
What's your Instagram handle? Okay, yeah, let's see the first one right there. Okay, okay. AKA. So how you doing, bro? You pretty high? We with 10 America. We just doing remote media. You feeling good at Errl Cup today? I said you feeling good today at Errl Cup? All right, okay, all right. Hey, how you doing? Hey, we kind of at America with the Cybertruck. We doing live. We live right now, and we just getting people to shout their businesses out. You can start writing your name. Okay, and this is the product you got. Okay. Okay. And what's your Instagram handle? Desert Queen Honey. All right, nice to meet you. I'm Swan. You have a nice one. Huh? We had the cure for marijuana. This is the cure for marijuana cough. You heard it here first. Hey, how you doing, sir? We can't ask America. We media, and we just getting people to shout out their businesses and everything. Hierarchy. All right, and this your Instagram handle? Okay, and what you guys do? Okay. High quality him. I love to hear that. All right, you have a good one, sir. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm Swan with Cannabis America. You guys want to shout your business out? We live, thousands of viewers. I said, hi, my name is Swan with Cannabis America, the media company. I'm just doing a live walk around. You want to shout your business out? Okay. Oops. And hi, what's your name? All right, what's your business?
So we're actually just giving away the awards.
Okay. Okay. All right.
This is a talent.
Uh-huh.
You know the name of the business? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
We're in a live right now.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's in real life.
This is real life.
Yeah, real life right now. No.
You want to smell it while we're waiting?
Oh, this smells delicious. What's the flavor of that? I got a little hint of cherry, right?
Yeah.
Cherry. Okay, this is their Instagram. Okay. And they got beautiful candles with beautiful decorations. Oh, this smells great right here. Uh-huh. Oh.
This side of the ropes.
Okay.
You take the loop aside and get all like a bed.
Oh, okay. Is it like CBD infused or no?
I help.
Okay, we'll put it in now. Okay.
This one I know is all natural, no scent.
Uh-huh.
It's goat milk soap.
Goat milk soap. Okay.
It's gonna get you, massage.
Okay. Okay.
This one's got stones in it. So when you get down to the stones, it's like massaging your body.
Oh, okay. So it's a very thoughtful product. Look, and this say tea tree, you say energy shield, cleanse, shield, reset.
Yes.
And I'm Mmm. Smell just like orange cream pickles. And these are nice candles. Man, thank you. Y'all have a good one. What's up, bro? I'm Swan with Cannabis America. We doing live media right now. You want to shout your business out? Swan. Swan? Yeah. Okay. You just out here. You not a vendor. You just out here chilling. Oh, okay. So how you doing out here? Is it feels good out here? You high yet? Okay. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm Swan with Cannabis America, and we're doing live media. It's live right now. You want to shout your business out? Okay, let me get the tent. Okay, and what's the Instagram? Right here. NC Arizona. Okay, all right. Y'all high yet? All right, y'all have a good one. Oh, this the same tent, same tent, same tent. Excuse me. The natural way to roll. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hey, bro, I'm Swan with Cannabis America. We live right now with media. I know y'all busy. You want to do a quick shout out for your business? Oh, why? This is not my turn, but okay, 1 second. And you want to do a quick shout out for your business? It's Cannabis America. We live. We the media for out here.
I appreciate you guys. It's Mr. Wonderful Chicken and Waffle.
Okay.
The best spot in the world. I appreciate you guys for having us, man.
Okay, what's your Instagram?
Mr. Chicken and Waffle.
Mr. Chicken and Waffle, AZ. All right, you have a good one. And of course they good. Look at the line. Of course they good. Look at the line. Excuse me. Line is stacked. It's pretty stacked out here. Hey, we out here. We're gonna find. Okay, let's see what he got going on. Hey, how you doing, sir? I'm Swan with Cannabis America. We doing live stream right now. We live. You want to shout your business out?
Yeah, Quantum Cultivation Solutions.
Okay, so what y'all do?
MSOs and small scale growers.
Okay.
Improve their
Okay.
margins, improve their funds.
Okay.
Reduce pest and disease, lower labor costs.
So basically, you guys do the nitty gritty to make sure the smoke is great, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Take it from C quality all the way through the sky, baby.
To AA plus. All right, so triple plus. Okay, so what's your Instagram handle?
Instagram is QCS Errl.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Have a good one, sir. Excuse me. Y'all high yet? Y'all high yet? Okay. Excuse me. Oh, my bad, bro. Hey, how you doing? I'm Swan with Cannabis America. We doing live media right now. You want to shout your business out? Uh-huh. Okay. 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 All right, what's the Instagram? Okay, can I just walk a little closer, get close to it? All right, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, 6Gen Genetics. Oh, I'm a little tall. How you doing today? You high today? You high already? So what inspired the whole? Okay. Okay, all right. This is a good practice run. Okay, okay. You high yet? Yeah. All right, have a good one. Hey, how you doing, sir? We media with Cannabis America. You want to shout your business out right quick? Oh, y'all just volunteers? All right, well, y'all have a good one. Oh, you high yet? Have a good one. Okay. Narrow. Pretty busy. They're pretty busy. I'm not going to bother them. You know I'm definitely going to see what's up with them. All right, they're pretty busy. So, G Mama Soul Food and Catering. Make sure y'all get them a follow. Soul Food Kitchen. They're pretty busy. I'm not going to bother them. They get into their money. I'm not going to bother them. Hey, how you doing, sir? Hey, my name's Swan with Cannabis America. We doing live media right now. You want to shout your business out? Okay.
It's ironic glass.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, let me zoom in on some of these products.
So there's stuff smoke out of. Who even wear?
You even got
I got stuff.
cool earrings. Okay, everything. Okay, and this is the Instagram right here. Okay, make sure you follow those guys on Instagram. You have a good one. You high yet? Have a good one. Hey, how you doing, sir? You high yet, sir?
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. Okay, they got the bomb wars going on. Everything. Let's see who we missed. We missed some folks. It's nice out here. The weather feels great. Everybody high. You can smell the aroma in the air. This is what we got going on. Hey, I'm Swan with Cannabis America. We doing live media. You want to shout your business out right quick? Okay. You ready? You ready? Okay, what's the Instagram?
Instagram, it's Mojave Cone.
Okay. You high yet? Okay. All right. Y'all have a good one. Okay, it's nice out here, nice out here. Nice. Hey, I'm live with Cannabis America. You want to shout your business out right quick? I know you busy. Okay. I got one. Hey, we live with Cannabis America. You want to shout your business out right quick?
Yo, what is up, everyone? We are here at the Errl Cup.
Okay.
Dutchman Cannabis Company. Come on down. We are giving out eights once you sign up with Sid Metro Delivery. Basically like Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Oh, man. Okay,
come on.
You high yet?
Nah.
Ah, man.
Business.
Okay. I feel you. All right, you have a good one, sir. Okay.
Yeah, by the way, if you just on the latest stream,
Hey, excuse me. Hey, we live with Cannabis America. You want to shout your business out right quick? We live with Cannabis America. You want to shout your business out right quick? Okay. Hey, we live with Cannabis America. Oh, my man, I'm sorry. We live with Cannabis America. You want to shout your business out right quick? We just doing live media. You want to shout your business? Cannabis America. No, I'm saying you want to shout your business out. Okay. Cannabis America, but I'm saying. Yeah,
Actually, we got love for you. Man. We trying to talk about it good. Go ahead, man. Don't be a neighbor for y'all. Y'all need to stay in my life, man. You shot Bobby Loco. Shot Official Pressure Extracts. Y'all here live and dirty real. Okay. Y'all, you know how we do. All right. And we just getting started. If you're pulling up right now, we're going to be dropping bombs on you from the rooftop. That's how we do. We're going to get mothership. Big shot for the Errl Cup. I heard we placed the Errl Cup. I'm not quite sure what number it is, but yo, be on the lookout. We dropping drinks and everybody. Shout out to the neighbors, man. Let's go.
All right, y'all have a good one. Follow them on Instagram. You. Premium DVD here. Don't have it there. I mean, there's. What's up, man? Hey, pardon me. Pull it out this bitch. Back in the mail, it's gone. Shit, I got smell. Yeah, I just had a deal. I'm on. Yeah. Go where I want. Wherever you want. Let me know. It's time to get it. I'm on. Go where I want. Wherever you want. Wherever you want. Shoot. You with me? Pardon me.
Press the button. Just kidding. Good afternoon. I'm Tina Tasaka with Cannabis X America. We're here at Errl Cup 2025, and I want to thank our sponsors. We have Maricopa County Libertarian Party. Thank you very much. They are our great sponsor and partner here today, and Project Machine Management, and also Greg Johnson Plus. Thank you to all of them. And Jason, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
You are with Lost Dutchman Cannabis.
Yes, it's a great brand here, local in Arizona. We support our troops, we support women brands, local, basically anything and every brand. We just want everyone to be basically aware of us as a company. The way that we differ compared to other brands is we kind of bring the education part to it. We don't just want you to smoke at the event. We want you to know what you're smoking and the benefits of it as well. As well, we are paired with Zip Metro delivery. So think of it almost like Uber Eats and DoorDash, but for cannabis now. So we'll come to you even in this heat.
Oh, that is so great.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have flower? Do you have pre-rolls? Can you just kind of give our viewers kind of the lay of the land of the product line? I haven't been able to leave today, so I haven't even been able to come over and see you guys, so we came to grab you.
Hey, well, I appreciate you coming and grabbing me. My name's Jason Alvarado. Or Tiger Shark Jason. I'm the brand ambassador for Lost Dutchman Cannabis Company. With them, we do have hash holes. That's basically, it's almost the size of a pre-roll. It's like a full gram. It's got a live resin in the middle or a hash in the middle right there for you. We were giving out 8s today at the event. So you sign up with Zip Metro, you got an 8th, you get to choose whether sativa, hybrid, or indica. That way you can kind of pick out what your vibe will be for the rest of the evening.
Oh, that is so great. You know, it's interesting that you guys open in 2019. Does that have anything to do with the market going wreck in 2020?
Well, with that, I would say luck. I would
Yeah.
say definitely a luck
Yeah.
of it. You know, everyone was kind of focusing on what was going on in 2019, you know, and then so something new coming out during that time definitely does help. So like whenever everyone's focusing on something else that's a little bit more on the downside, we really wanted to bring some uplift in 2019 during those times by having the Lost Touch in Cannabis kind of come out, show that we have some great cannabis for people just for the medical side. If you have joint problems, you know, you're not sleeping well at night, we have everything and anything for anyone.
So when you get a patient for the very first time, do you kind of sort of take them through a consultation process and sort of get to the root of maybe what they're looking for? Like, do you want something for sleep? Do you want something for anxiety? Do you want something for fun?
Yeah.
You do? You guys
So,
take...
for example, if I could kind of do a little run through on it, when you come to our booth, we first off asked you to look at our product. We have them in 1/8 jars. You open our product, you actually get to smell our product. So you really get to use all the senses. You don't just get to see it on a screen. It looks like it's good on camera, which everything does, but this is actually in front of you. You see our product, it's trustworthy. We are also one of the only stations that has a dab set up by our other, what should I say? Our other co-worker with us, his name's Hunter the Hash Man. He actually has hash over there. He's letting people with sign up get to actually smoke with us. If we don't have any 8s, we are actually giving out pre-rolls as well for people that sign up. So we're kind of just have everything, and we're in preparation for the rest of the day.
And you guys are a grower too?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to assume because, you know, some companies are not, you know, they may be a retail operator, but they're not a grower. So I didn't want to make that assumption, you know, for sure. So now where can people find you guys? Are you guys in many dispensaries? Where can people find you?
Well, on here, definitely check us out on Instagram. We really want people to get us known on there first. Lost Dutchman Cannabis Company there. Follow us on there. We post all our events. I show everything that we're also going to be going to, our latest and newest products, and then we're trying to really get the delivery going, so kind of looking us up online and kind of scrolling through what we have, coming to the events and then seeing it in person is a completely different feeling compared to others. But go on.
So are you guys doing your own bespoke delivery service? Is that what you guys are
Well,
doing?
we've actually paired with Zip Metro Delivery. It's another company that is paired with us, so that way we can get our great cannabis delivered to you.
That is an excellent idea. You know, I think there's only
A handful, maybe.
I know there's DoorDash, but that is excellent. And then you can bundle that with your own loyalty program and build that.
With our point system
Yeah,
as well.
you can build that customer loyalty because, you know, I think people are really looking for that. And I think the hotel community, the resort community, I think
People
all of
who are
Arizona,
traveling.
all of Arizona is looking for that. And if they can tap in and find that right partner whereby, you know, they trust you, you know, they know that their information is not going to go anywhere, that, you know, because nobody wants people to know what they're buying, you know, like I don't want anybody to know that I'm, you know, buying a vape or buying, you know what I'm saying?
We keep it very professional.
And no, of course, and that they can find a company that they trust that can make those deliveries for them, and that their product is always secure and safe. And yeah, no, good for you guys.
Yeah, and
good
that's
for
our
you
company.
guys. That's
Definitely reach out.
really, really important to have that trustworthy delivery service. I spoke to a hospitality company about it, to a group of hospitality people last, it was March of this year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and just letting them know. And really, when I did my research in Arizona, there was really only like 1 or 2 companies that were doing it. So hats off to you guys.
So
That's
yeah,
excellent.
we're really trying to get ahead of the game, not just with, you know, the market, but just like the weather. I feel like that's the biggest problem with people not wanting to go out and get their own cannabis. You know, you get off of work, you're already going through that 8, 12-hour shift, and you don't want to go to the dispo and wait in line. We'll come to you. We'll take that stress off.
But there's actually more to it than that. I mean, businesswomen still are hesitant to walking into a dispensary. Wow. Just being real honest with you, people and seniors, you know, people 50 and older, the dispensary, excuse me, they still find it a little bit scary. It's because it's a place that they've never known. Okay, it's a place that they've never known, and and if it's not a retail environment that they're familiar with, they walk in and they don't really know the environment. They don't know what to ask for, or what to look for.
Scary.
And so until there's that education out there, it is scary for the 50 and older that don't know that environment, and so they're not going to walk into they're going to use your service potentially.
And that's exactly what we're aiming for.
Sure.
We want to take that convenience and have that to be in your benefit. We have all the products on there that you could possibly imagine to help with other, like I was saying earlier, whether it's sleeping, you want to be more active, you want to be in a better mood, have a great time. A party tonight, we will go ahead and stock that party and deliver to you just like a pizza at a party.
Yeah, and that's real important too. I mean, you forget that people want to have their own sessions with their friends, or a little bridal party, or a little, moms at home together.
And
my
no one
girlfriend.
wants to be the one person to go to the dispo,
Right, and it's like, okay, let's have a delivery service bring it to you safely and conveniently, safely, and then you guys can give a little counsel too. I mean, it could be, Arizona's the bachelorette capital and bachelor capital of the world, coming for bachelorette parties.
True, that is true. So we'll be able to help any and all events, honestly. Just
Jason,
give us
that's
a quick
great.
contact. Yeah.
That is so great.
I love it. I love the brand. You can go ahead and look us up again on Instagram, Lost Dutchman Cannabis Company. Me as myself, Tiger Shark Jason, I actually am the brand ambassador for it. So all their posts, what our events are going to be next, I go ahead and I control that, post that, so that way everyone's aware. So you don't get to miss your 8th or your pre-roll.
Yeah. We were getting swallowed up by the music here, so that's why I jumped out of my chair, but you knew that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the music just got a little bit loud here. But Jason, thank you so much for jumping on with us. I'm so glad to know more about your brand, and it's just really great to know you. And we're going to get on with the last of Errl Cup today. I know there's some last-minute contests. People are getting their last weed. The lines are still a little bit long here, but Lost Dutchman Cannabis, good luck to you guys, and thank you so much for talking to us at Cannabis X America. I so appreciate it, Jason.
I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Tina Tasaka, Cannabis X America.